Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to the bullpen. There we go. Had to make an adjustment. Sometimes things are not always what it's cut out to be. Sometimes. Hope everybody's doing good. What's happening, Doug? Welcome back to the bullpen, my friend. I hope you are having a good day. Doug, your daughter's still in town, or did she already go back to Texas? We're not talking about him today. Is this- I'm not no Barry that has to have have to feud back and forth. I'm too old. I don't get that many views. But how are you guys doing? Hope everybody's. This is the end of the month. She will be back in. Yeah. No. I mean, I was just asking, Doug. Did your daughter leave already, or is she still? Are you? She's still in your company. That's all I was asking. I was. There we go. Just curious. There we go. Always got to make adjustments. Sometimes things are good. Sometimes, things are just different. Sometimes there's always something. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Are you talking about marijuana? Do I got marijuana there? What it's cost? I don't know, my friend. I don't do it. My ex-wife, she did it, and my job in Alaska, they gave us a urine analysis, UAs at random, and I refused to lose my job because of being reckless. But in Alaska, they got. But in Alaska, now it's legal in Alaska. It's legal here, but now they're talking about you only can get it for medicinal purposes only. Oh wait, oh I'm sorry, I gotta look closer. I apologize. I'm a journal. No, I'm sorry. I get a small screen and I have to look at it a lot better. No, I bet you if you go to the pharmacist, if you look or if you ask, they have it. Um, you can get practically anything in the in at the pharmacist. Um, Practically anything. You might even be able to get a doctor's prescription from the pharmacist for marijuana. I was I was listening to one of the YouTubers here in Thailand, and he's saying now they are changing it again, for you only can have a doctor's prescription. Before, you could just go in and buy it, whatever you want, but now you have to have a doctor's prescription. But about my weight loss shot, I don't know. I really don't know, because I haven't used it for over a year now. So I don't know what. Gotta make adjustments. Hope you guys can hear me good. Hope you can see me good. I'm using a different camera today, and I'm using my microphone boom arm. The weight loss shot, GPL1. Yeah, there were so many weight loss shots, weight loss pills. Again, Frank mentioned that people got to watch what they put in their mouth, or how much they consume, which is probably true. I mean, when you are in an area of mass amount of junk food, and you haven't had it for a long time, then you get put in a rut, and it's hard to get out. Again, I am just thankful that Big E gave me a way. He gave me motivation, and if I didn't blow my leg out, I would have left long ago. But I was swimming, and we got a diving board, but it's not a springboard. It's like one of those diving boards, like a starting block diving board. And I went to I treated that diving board like a real diving board, and I went and did a spring, like how you spring dive off of it, and I blew my leg completely. I ripped apart my muscle up above my kneecap, and the surgery was from one end of the kneecap all the way to the other end of the kneecap. The hard lesson that I learned from that is you have to know your limitations. Because again, I don't know how or what I was thinking, but when I was on the diving board, I thought I can do it. I was in my mind, I can do it. But in my body, my body quickly reminded me that I am older, and I cannot do what I used to do. So yeah, boy, I ripped apart my leg, and now I probably, well, before I came here, my doctors wanted me to, like I said, for years they wanted me to lose weight, well, I can have a knee replacement on both knees, but my right knee was worse, and now it got worse when when I blew it apart. Hey, matter of fact, it was on 4th of July when I ripped my leg apart a couple of years ago. So yeah, that brought back, boy. But yeah, you guys, Monjourno works very well. Some people, it does have some side effects. If you watch the videos about Monjourno, they tell you what the side effects are, and they also tell you some people will react different from all the reactions. So not everybody is going to have a diarrhea. Not everybody is going to have vomiting, nausea. Not everybody is going to feel exhausted, but maybe so, because that exhaustion, especially when you're right at the beginning of taking it, you do feel it. Is there other alternatives of doing it? Of doing the shot? Yes, there are many different kinds, and now there are better shots than Monjournal. But my doctor at that time, she talked to a dietitian, and the dietitian is the one that told her that Moderna would be maybe good for me. And yeah, I could never took it if I didn't have proper insurance, because again, $1,200 a month for 4 shots, it does pretty expensive. We got Don C in the house. Hello, Don C. I hope you're having a real good Sunday morning. I mean Sunday period, and now it's Sunday evening time. It is now 8:08 p.m. 6:29. Almost the end of the month. Yeah. The month went by pretty fast. But yeah, you guys, again, if you need to look into these kind of medicines and different programs, always talk to your doctor and get their professional advice. How you doing, Don C? There we go. Hope you're doing good. I I don't know why is he why is he a hypocrite? I don't know. Again, I don't watch him every show he has. Just like I'm sure he's probably not watching this show because he's probably busy with his lovely girlfriend. I I I don't know. I truthfully don't know. Um Again, I don't watch him religiously because again, I was busy today. I'm going to be busy tomorrow also. Got things I want to do, and definitely want to get out of here. It's good to get out of here, but it's nice to come back to. Banks should quit smoking. Well, everybody has it. Everybody has a vice. Some people eat too much. Some people drink too much. Some people womanize too much. Some people, you know, everybody has different vices, and you just got to overcome. Steve, how you doing? Kevin Dunn, free will. Hope everybody's having a great day. My topic of my show is why are Thailand expats leaving Pattaya, Thailand? Well, I think they're leaving different reasons. Um, Sometimes people are having enough. Sometimes they don't want to do the border run. Um, they are always changing. They are always changing the law, the rules. the time you can stay, the time you can't stay. Um, right now in Cambodia and Thailand, they are still having a conflict. So I believe that they closed 14 or 13 border crossings. So that is going to cause problems for people that when their time is up after their 2 months. So again, um, there are different reasons. The cost of living. Again, I've been here for over a year, and in Thailand, I spent 3 months, well, 2.5 months in Vietnam. Vietnam is very affordable. Um, Big E invited me to hang out and go over there. Um, very affordable. They say Vietnam is the most affordable country around. So yeah, it's a good place. Don C, come on up. Let me put the link out for you, where you can tell us what's going on. You could share. Caring is wait, sharing is caring, something like that. I don't know. Just heard, remember hearing that some place. He should keep. Don C. Everybody has an opinion, so it's okay to have an opinion, right or wrong. Right or wrong. Everybody has their own opinion. Expat Cropper, hello, welcome back to the bullpen. Steve, welcome back to the bullpen. Yeah, Douglas, Mr. But I hope everybody is doing good. I hope everybody is like all of you guys that are working. I hope you guys taking advantage of your time off and relaxing with your family, your loved ones, your friends, etc., etc. But yeah, you guys living in Thailand. I hear these older people that's been here. Um, it used to be like wild west, and now there's so many rules and so much things going on. Don C knows because he's here. Douglas knows because he's here. They've been living in Thailand for quite a while, so they know a lot about the how much has it changed within time. But again, these guys are more expert than I am because they've been here a lot longer. Probably, I see Big E just popped up. Big E's been around for quite a while. He has a lot of good advice on where to go, where to check out, um, where is the most affordable place for you. Everybody has their own opinion. Hmm. Steve, feels like Don C thought that was funny. There we go. There's a lag going on. Oh, apologize about the lag. Let me see if I can. There we go. I got to go back and forth from StreamYard to YouTube Live and recorrect. different things. There we go. Okay, you guys all got your wrenches again. Yeah, don't know what happened about the wrenches, but I don't know if somebody went in and took them out, and then, but now I just gave back. I think Don and Big E. Big E brought it to my attention that he has no wrench at the moment. So yeah, again, there we go. Expat crap. What did you say? What? Who? Somebody deleted something they didn't like what you said, Don C. Thank you, Don C, for watching what's going on. Matter of fact, here is Don C.
Here is Don C. It's right.
The only.
The one. Damn, I'm glad there's only one and only. One and only. That's too many.
Well, a lot of people like to copycat, do like a clone, you know.
So nice. I thought about you today, Kev. We were over at the beach, but we were over at we were able to go to Pattaya Beach. We go to Jam Tiem Beach, and it was completely. It was empty. 10 people or so up and down the beach, and the beach was beautiful today.
We went out to lunch that one time, and it was, remember, it wasn't that full because we were looking at the beach when we were driving down the main road, looking for a place to eat, and
it's out of season.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah,
out of season. Yeah, not too bad. So yeah,
low
Steve,
season.
I saw Steve had mentioned that Frank has been obsessed with this law. I guess it's an old law. Or it's not going to change anything. And Frank, the only reason Frank is obsessed with it is that he thinks that somehow this is going to save. He's going to be able to use it against the copycat channel, and people aren't going to put his thumbnails. None of that's going to change. Reeves, how you doing this evening? And Frank, exactly. You know Frank is here. He did a show today. I was actually driving back from the beach, and he popped up. And I listened to Book on Tape quite a bit, and so I'm in the middle of a book right now, and my phone dinged, and it's always and it's Frank. So if I'm sitting on the computer or I'm just doing something, walking or something, I'll listen to him. So he popped up today, and again he was talking about this, this new law, and he actually said this is how out of touch, out of reality he is, because I started laughing as soon as he said it. He was mentioning another channel, but he doesn't want to talk about the other channel because he thinks it'll ruin it or something if the trolls get there. So, but he actually mentioned that. And meanwhile, now he's talking about this show and painting his cabinets or some other crap. But he said, he listened to this channel and they were talking about it, and this is going to probably hurt them. And he said, they're probably listening to me now. And I looked down, there was only 7 people listening to Frank. So he assumed that the people that had a channel with, I think he said they had several thousand subs, somehow were listening to Frank, one of the 7 people that were listening to Frank with his boring dribble crap. I mean, that's how crazy he is, that he thinks. I mean, he was said the other day that his daughter and his friends and coworkers and so many people listen to him, and the immigration department listen. See, Frank, you only get 150. I only have 107 subs, and I get more views than Frank's 6,500. And somehow he thinks, he has 6,500, but you'll never see a comment. No one ever comments on his show. He gets 13 or 14 people watching, 2 or 3 people commenting. No one leaves a comment ever on his show, and his shows typically get 150 views, 170 views, something like that. But Frank thinks if you mention somebody, they'll say, Frank will tell you, oh, they listen to his show. So I mean, if you count all the people Frank assumes listens to a show, it'd be in the thousands. but somehow it only registers 150. So,
Well, with
and
that many
everybody's
people,
taking
he
his
should have
advice.
quite a few.
Yeah, of course. Ricky Drama has, I think I did a video. Ricky's got 2,500. He gets
Yeah,
1,500
he does
views.
have a lot. Yeah.
He gets it, and he'll have 100 people on his channel because he's interesting. There's nothing more boring than Frank giving out, having a guy that could stack salmon cans 10 high, telling you about anything. I mean, I don't even want to hear about how to paint a cabinet from him, let alone get medical advice from this idiot. But and Breve, that was a great. I got to hear you last night, and of course that got Frank had to do a little show just about you, and of course, it told the same story. But of course, whenever Frank tells a story, it's like every other story with Denzel or Drew or Grey Gardens or his whole life. It's always exaggerated. It's always one-sided. It's never the same. So yeah, everybody's blocked. Yeah, and that's why no one comments. I mean, no one comments because there's really nothing to comment about. And he's here, he's listening. He loves. He's worried that someone's going to say something about him on Discord, and so he's always interested about that. And they do. They just laugh at him. Well, you know how the pot roast thing goes. His mom, whatever, I can't remember what her name was, Gladys or Ethel or whatever the hell it was. She was the pot roast queen of Brooklyn. She could slip through the market there and come out the other side with an 8-pound rump roast hidden up under her dress, and no one was the wiser. So that was her claim to fame, was the pot roast queen. So, anyways, Kev, it was a long day. Beach took the dogs to the beach, and got up at very early this morning doing a little work, and got some meetings tomorrow. And so I'm gonna lay back and listen a little bit.
How is old Barry doing?
Oh, Barry's doing great. He's doing a little better than the other Barry. So poor Barry's been around.
The dogs are Barry? No.
Barry and Sugar.
Oh.
So but Barry's now 3.5. So I named it after Barry 3.5 years ago. So
wow.
I sure hope the other Barry gets out of jail before this one passes away. So
yeah.
Holy cow.
It'd be nice if he gets out one day soon.
He was an idiot, but I mean, essentially, he's an idiot, but it's gone too far. But I mean, the stars have not aligned for him. This whole Vitaly thing is causing more issues for people trying to get out. He's cast a big light on. I mean, he's locked away. The Philippines are under a microscope now, and how they handle these things. So you see these crazy laws, and people that normally would have been getting out are going to be stuck in there. So it didn't help anyone. And he's going to have.
How much time did he get? Or is he still going to court?
I don't think he's been sentenced to anything yet. I think nothing happens that fast. It took Barry 2 years. So I don't suspect that it'll do any. They're not going to move him any faster than that.
Well,
but I don't see much about that.
Well, what about
Frank? The same thing.
That would take a while too.
I think it's going to take a couple of years. I don't know. Justice here in Southeast Asia moves very slow. They're not about speedy trials here. Everything is still paperwork. It's all paperwork here. Obviously, money's not going to get good Vitaly out, and it's not going to get him out because of all the publicity. It would have got him out for sure. Yeah, and there you go. Chubba Wubba saying he's hearing it's 18 months from a trial. Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, you're going to spend years there, and I wouldn't want to be in jail any Southeast Asia. They're bad as South America jails. I mean, in pretty much any not third world, if you get out of the United States or Europe and you're in jail, you're in jail. You're not just in regular. You're not in jail with a TV and access to a computer and taking college classes. You're in fucking jail, and that's 90% of the world.
I got a question for you. On my topic, why are Thai expats leaving Pattaya?
I don't know that anybody. It's I never see that here. The same group of expats in my neighborhood have been the same group for the whole time I've been here, for almost 4 years. And there's several retired guys. There's a couple of executives with Nissan and Toyota that live here. There's several, and both of those guys are Indian. Super nice guys. I mean, we get together and play poker once or twice a month. I mean, nobody ever loses more than $50. But no one's moved away. Like, I live in sort of a neighborhood that's got a lot of kids too, so a lot of families here. So if people are leaving, it's people that are here on vacation, or the guys that have come here for short time, that maybe. I don't think it's that much more expensive. I don't think prices have changed that much. The dollar's down a little bit from where I was a couple of years ago, but not significant, not enough to change much.
But the Thai baht is pretty high right now, right? It's doing
It
good.
is. It was. It was a couple of years ago. It was like 37 to 1. Now it's 32.6. So it's down. But I mean, again, stuff is still relatively inexpensive, and you can still live here relatively, cheaper compared to America. So I don't know. I don't know anyone who lives here that said I've got to go somewhere else. So I haven't experienced that myself from anybody. I'm sure people would say that, but
I was
where the hell are you going to go?
Nick. I was listening to Nick today. On his broadcast.
Yeah.
And him and Martin was talking about like people like finding different alternatives besides. Maybe they were talking about Pattaya, and they were like finding like different other places instead of here.
Well, I mean, Pattaya is, right where you live for 20 blocks, 3 and 4 blocks deep and 20 blocks long is, what it is. I mean, they're bars and that's all it is. It's just bars. And, those are the kind of bars that you're going to go in and find a woman out of. And so, but once I mean, where I live, which is 20 minutes away from there, I mean, there's 3 golf courses, and at 7 o'clock, you don't hear anyone at night. I mean, it's as quiet can be, the streets over here. So it's just a completely different world. Dude, it's just a quiet neighborhood. You don't ever hear anybody after 7:30 around here.
Well, you don't need no earplugs when you're going to sleep, huh?
No, it's a different thing.
I wear earplugs because I have very good hearing, and I could hear a mouse fart and wake up.
Yeah,
I'm a light
Trouble
sleeper.
Wolf is saying it's. What kind of clubs is Don? Oh, Don C's got some shit clubs, man. But I had good clubs a long time ago, but I suck at golf. I don't play it enough. I don't have the patience for it. But I was given a set of. I mean, Gypsy, are you a golfer? Do you know anything about? I mean, are you like a golf person?
I think he mentioned he used to play golf.
Okay, well then, so my old boss, when I got married, I got a set of. Now I don't know the guy's name. You'll probably know Kent Casey, who was the Congressional Country Club pro, a set of custom ping golf clubs for my wedding present. So okay, well there you go. So Kent Casey, I think he's probably famous. I don't know the guy's name, but I had a set of custom ping clubs. It didn't matter. I've never broken 100, and I typically shoot 110. So I was just never that. Yeah, I had a really good set of clubs, and I had the Big Bertha driver and things like that. Now I have I bought a set here from the country club. Now I spent, what is, I have to do the conversion in my head, $500 for a complete set. I haven't played 5 times, and I suck at it.
Well,
so
you didn't break them in then.
no, I like to go to the driving range, but I suck at that too. I'm just not that. I took a few lessons. It was never my game. And I've got friends they've played all their life and they love it. And I like the whole, going around, walking the golf course, and I like the scenery, and I like all that. But if you don't play a lot, it's a frustrating ass game. But I loved watching it. I watched, for 20 years.
How many golf courses are here in Pattaya? Like 15?
I think there's quite a few.
Yeah.
There's quite a few. There's 3 in my area. Well, you've got the Honda Classic is played here. So, I can't. Steve, that's exactly right. See, none of that, anyways. I play, and I don't, I would say I get asked to play 2 or 3 times more than I actually do. And every couple of months they'll get me out there to play, and I suck at it, but I'll have for 4 hours or something. I can have some fun.
Yeah, it's good to get out, and I tried it before, and I would just wind up chasing the ball.
Anyways, it's a frustrating game. You hit it straight one time, then you slice the next, and then you can't find your ball, and then the other problem here is that 7 or 8 months of the year, by 10 o'clock, you want to be done because it's hot as hell here.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyways, listen.
I got a question for you. Have you have you ever suffered from heat exhaustion?
No. You know what? I got close. When I hiked the Appalachian Trail, I ran out of water, and I got myself. It scared me a little bit because I've never really been thirsty before, and I got thirsty one time and you're never that far from water on the trail. I mean, it's I got myself to the place where another hiker coming past me actually stopped, and I got water from them. But that was the only time where I went, oh shit. I got a little bit concerned about not having water. But no, I've never. I've certainly been like everybody. I've been hot, and I live in Southeast Asia, and I lived in plenty of hot places in America, and spent a lot of time in South America. So I've been in hot weather before, but no, I've never suffered anything like that.
Because my last border run, I mentioned this before. My last border run, I had to go to Cambodia, and it just got done raining out. They were having a class right now with Cambodia and Thailand.
Oh yeah.
So the border was closed, and they were waiting for it to open up. And there's like 1,000 people all in line or all clustered together, waiting for things to happen. And then the sun broke out, and it was raining out earlier that morning.
Humid.
And man, we had so much, like crazy, and people were sweating. I was sweating. And when I got over to the side of Cambodia side, and I was being processed through, and then all of a sudden, I put my hands on the counter, and then I just collapsed.
I've seen that. I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
And I played football in high school, and plenty of people, just fell down hot. But I never passed out, or I never lost my balance. But I've seen people do it before. So, but I know what you're going through up there. My wife's family lives there. They're a border Thai family, and as a matter of fact, they speak a certain language of Thai that traditional Thais don't understand. So it's a combination Cambodia and Thai. So it's enough difference that when she's talking to people in Pattaya or other places of Thailand, she has to speak a little bit different so they understand her. And of course, they're very worried about the war and because some of her family are right across the border in Cambodia, and so it's a pretty big concern for them. So.
Yeah, well, right now it's a concern for like all of us that want to go and do a border
Right.
run, and so that part is.
Well, I'm thankful I don't have to
kinda
do that
serious.
anymore. So I'm glad to be on to not have to worry about those short-term visa runs, which are a pain in the ass. Everywhere in the world, visa runs are a pain in the ass. There's no good place for visa runs. I mean, it's just that's that short-term stuff that you got to be constantly watching out for. So I'm glad to be on a long-term visa here.
Yeah, that's one of the topics that they were talking, was Nick and Martin was talking about, was the visa, and it's always changing, the different rules and stuff. It's not constant.
Captain, you saying I sound like Frank on Xanax?
Huh.
Can't imagine that I sound that bad.
Actually, I don't know what.
I've lost my. I'm losing my voice. We're training a talking AI assistant, and we're moving over to voice, and so you have to talk thousands of times to train it, and so I've damn near lost my voice over the last 2 or 3 weeks while we're working on this stuff.
That's what you and I was talking about before, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's one piece of it is. Yeah. So, all right, Kev, I'm gonna let you take it over from here, guys. It's good talking to you. Everybody have a great evening. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Talk to everyone later.
Yeah, the weekend's coming up. I mean, the weekend is ending right now. It's already 8 o'clock, 8:30 our time. Yeah, Don C, thank you for coming up. Yeah, like I said, that heat exhaustion, it could happen to little kids, middle age, and elderly, and skinny people, and overweight people. It can don't they call that like the silent killer when you get heat stroke, not heat exhaustion, but heat stroke. Heat stroke affects all of your different body, your vital body parts. That's why they told me for me to go to the doctor when I come back in town, just they can make sure that I'm okay. Well, not they, but make sure I am okay. Yeah, Captain Billy Jack. The other day, Big E mentioned that his wrench was gone, and now I was looking at yours, and yours was gone too. So there's a whole bunch of people that I don't know if there was a virus or there was a glitch in YouTube, but I think I fixed it already. But yeah, you guys. I think, but here where we live, there are so many places that we can move to. Again, Big E was mentioning to me, or to us and me, that there are like he's in Kuala Lumpur right now. Vietnam is another good place. Captain Billy Jack and I, we was in the same hotel. Different rooms, same hotel. We also was in the same hotel in Da Nang. No, yeah, Da Nang, and in Ho Chi Minh. And I like Ho Chi Minh. That was a good place. But Da Nang was also another good place once you get familiar and comfortable with it. Sometimes it might take, again, you cannot go to a place and go, oh, I like this. I'm gonna drop a stake here and claim it. But sometimes it does take a while for you can get adapted to your environment. So yeah, I did like Vietnam. I never understood the dong, the Vietnam dong. Because I'm always custom about the peso and the Thai money, the Thai baht. So I familiarize both the Thai and the Philippine, very similar. And then I go to Vietnam, and the money kind of like it intimidated me because I wasn't sure how it worked compared to the money that we are using today. And now I would like to go check out Cambodia. Passport TV. Welcome back to the bullpen, my friend. Thank you for coming out. Don't forget to hit that like button. We always appreciate that. But yeah, you guys, don't be afraid to try and look at different things, because if you don't move around some, then you're not sure if you're gonna like it or not. So again, it's always good to get up and try instead of claiming one place. that was funny. Vietnam chicks love big dong. lot of pretty women, there. Um, I had a friend, a lady friend. I had two lady friends. One in Ho Chi Minh, where I stayed at, and then I had one in Da Nang. Um, yeah, they were very nice ladies. They were good. They weren't working girls. Like I'm talking about working girl. Like you could just go to a bar and then bar fine. Um, they don't. They do have those kind of places in Vietnam, but they're not visible. They're not like what we have here that are open air, like no walls, no windows, no doors. It's just open, uh, so you don't know what's behind. I feel very comfortable with the setup that they have here. Also in Chiang Mai, practically the same layout, but in Vietnam they kind of like more. How do you say the word? Maybe they are more secretive. Bob Cooper. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Hope everything is working out. I talked to Bob last night, behind the camera, and yeah, but Bob is a nice guy, and Bob is like a dude, like Captain Billy Jack. They are both like do gooders. Um, and they put other people before themselves. So same with Big E, and Don C. Um, but what I am fucked up. Okay, Bob. Well, I hope things will work out for you, my friend. But don't like see some people, they meet somebody and they have a online what do they call that, long distance relationship, and then when you meet the person up close, um sometimes it's not all that you think it is. So yeah, like I said, you could talk to somebody for years, like on the computer, on the phone, and then you go and meet the person, and it's not. Sometimes it's not what you think of it. Think they like, because we sometimes we build people and put them on a huge pedestal, and then when we meet them, we go, "What the fuck did I get myself into?" I'm just what people tell me. I mean, I never had that problem because I never had an LDR. I did have a blind date. That's how I met my daughter's mom. Was I was in a German restaurant in Iloilo, um, right downtown, right in the heart of Iloilo, and I did have a blind date, and that worked out very well, very well. But yeah, be careful of the LDR, of the long distance relationship, because sometimes it's not always it's supposed to be in your mind, because we in our mind we get built up, and then when we go and meet, it's a big letdown. I'm not using Bob for a example. I'm just talking out loud. Long distance relations, Captain Billy Jack, Big E, um, oh, Big E, how you doing, my friend? He was out earlier this week, going roller skating. He didn't go skating, but his beautiful daughters was out and about, taking up the sceneries and stuff. So that must have been kind of fun. Again, like I said, for us to put on a pair of roller skates or roller blades, we are too old for that. But just like diving off of the diving board, I have to know my limitations, and sometimes that limitation, you can get hurt real bad. I got hurt real bad because my leg blew out and I had to have immediate surgery on it. So yeah, you guys know your limitation. That even goes for like long walks, and you don't have water, or you don't have a map or GPS, or you might get lost. So there's always different limitations. Or you might get on the wrong jeepney and it'll take you on the other side. But always know your limitations. Other people might not have a limitation, and some people might have a limitation. So when people tell you to go do something, you should check with the doctor first, because there's always something that could happen. And the person that's telling you to do this kind of stuff, they could go, whoops, I didn't know you had, you know, this problem, that problem. So you don't want to give people wrong ideas, wrong hope. Raymond's in, I mean, Maximus is in the house. But yeah, you guys always ask. Like I said, I could tell Big E that my journal works wonderful, and he. My sound. See, my right now, I didn't touch my sound, and my sound went kaput. And luckily, I was paying attention to the moderation here, and I seen it. But yeah, you guys, I am using a different camera right now, and I have to monitor the bandwidth that it's using, because I can see the signal strength fluctuating. Bob Cooper. Yeah, you always be careful when you have a new relationship, because you could have the best intentions, and the person that you are with could have wrong intentions. So again, it's very dangerous to be out there picking up somebody, picking up a girl. Um, there was across the hall from me. Um, this man, he brought a lady boy to the hotel from off the street, and the guy was like, I think he was like Greek or Italian. It's that's his accent sounded like, and the way he looked, and he with that lady boy, he 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 did whatever he did, and then he didn't want to pay. You don't want to double cross a lady boy, because those I mean, this lady boy is taller than him, and maybe same size, maybe. I mean, and yeah, that lady boy hit him a couple of times because he didn't want to pay, and I heard the argument into the through my walls, through my door, and all that commotion. The manager, the receptionist, came upstairs. I think it was around 3 o'clock in the morning, and the man was still like trying to get dressed, and she was demanding, give me money, and for the deed, and she, like I said, she swung a couple of times and stuff, and she was getting emotional. It's not funny, not at all. But again, I think that man, I don't know if he knew what he was getting, but he didn't want to pay the bill. He wound up paying because she wanted to have the cops get involved. You never want to have the cops involved because they want money too, I think. I don't know. Don't quote me. But yeah, be careful what you're doing, because you don't want to get surprised. Maximus. Huh. Yeah. Like I said, you gotta be careful how things are, and are you prepared for it? And that lady boy wanted to drag him down the staircase, and I broke her hand from the guy's shirt, because she's already going downstairs and he's already upstairs, and if she lost her grip, she could fall backwards down the steps. So that's what I was looking at. I didn't really care about the guy, because he already made his decision on what he wanted to do. Uh, and then he wanted to renege on the deal. So you don't want to break the deal. I mean, because you thought you could. But luckily, we don't have many lady boys in this area that I know of. I mean, I don't go out looking for. Bob Cooper. Well, Bob, don't go into too much detail. Everybody don't need to know what is going on with you, bud, because people will use it against you. So always remember that there are people out there that are not your friends, and they will use whatever you say against you. So always be careful. Bob, that was her. Be careful, you guys. Yeah, you guys. We got Graham in the house. Hello, Graham. But just have common sense when you do something, and when you're committing. Always don't jump into something without knowing, or because sometimes when you commit and you make hasty decisions, sometimes it doesn't work good for you. Bob, what is this? I like Bob. Good stories. Bob has a lot of good stories. But again, Bob is a good-hearted person, and um, it's not for a lot of people. It's not good to be alone. Some people it's okay for them to be alone, but have friends with benefits. That is nice, from what I understand, of course. But always do things and have an out plan. If something didn't work out good. Bob Cooper. I don't know, Bob, how old Barry is doing. Other people might. I don't watch. I don't look for what these people are doing. So I don't really have a high curiosity of different people. So I don't know what is he doing, or is he having a show or talking or whatever. I am trying to do shorts, YouTube shorts, and trying a different, and so yeah, that's, and like I said, don't be afraid to try different things, because it could work out good or might not work out good. Oh. But Captain Billy Jack. Anybody want to come up? You guys are always welcome. Let me put the link out for you guys. There we go. What time is it? Oh, okay. I hope you guys had a good dinner. I hope you guys had a good lunch. Or I hope you guys had something that is what is the good word? That something that made you feel good. I had my green curry and a cup of rice. I put the rice inside with the curry, and then I put different sauces, hot sauces on the green curry. I like all kinds of curry, but I really like green curry. I also like coconut curry. Um, green curry with chicken. You can get it with chicken or you can get it with pork. I never had it with pork. I always had it with chicken. But yeah, you guys. When Thai food is very good. They have a giant selection of Thai food. So if you like Thai food, Thailand is anywhere in Thailand. Um, Bangkok, Pattaya, Isan, um, up north. Well, Isan is up north. Don, Doug is saying, yeah, Isan is closer to the border of Cambodia. But yeah, Filipino food is okay, but it does get a little bit boring. Pork chops. Well, I know how to make a good stuffed pork chop. Uh, Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Good.
Testing 12, 14, 18.
What's going
You
on,
hear
Bob?
me?
Oh yeah,
Hey, man, why am I on the bus, man? Eh?
I didn't make it. I was just fortunate enough to get it. Somebody sent it to me, and I took advantage of it to use it. What are you doing, Bob?
Oh, good morning. Good morning, motherfucker.
Good morning, buddy. It's already evening time. Are you out painting or something?
Yeah.
Huh.
Why is I got an echo again, Kevin?
Oh man. Again, you gotta turn off your
Got an echo, brother.
YouTube. You gotta turn off your YouTube volume.
YouTube volume? Okay.
Yeah, because there's StreamYard and then there's YouTube. So you gotta pick um, the volume out. Most people turn off the YouTube volume, and
Yeah. Painting.
is that any better?
Hello.
We don't have no echo on my side. I hate.
YouTube volume.
So what's happening, my friend?
Let me try.
Oh, he got out, and now he'll try to come back in. Bob was. Bob, tell us. Uh, we don't want to know Bob's stories. He told it yesterday. That's why I told Bob the capo what you tell everybody. Again, people will use different information against you, and you don't want that to happen to you. What's going on, Captain Billy Jack? Are you still in the Philippines or did you go home already? I agree. Yeah, I think Captain Billy Jack was planning on going different places in the Philippines, but I'm not sure if he did it already or if he is um, back in the U.S. In Indian porn. Don't. That's something I really wasn't not wouldn't really want to watch is Indian porn. Now, are you talking about American Indian, or are you talking about an Indian with a turban? Yes, bro. I finally made it. Ah, and how is that, Captain Billy Jack? Is that the same with Manila and Angeles City, or is that a completely different area? Because like I said, everybody thinks about how different places are and look. I never been in that area, so I don't know what it looks like or what it is like. Or is it just looks the same? Jungle, farms, mango, coconut, pineapple. Well, I wish you lots of luck there, my friend, and because Captain Billy Jack had a friend that he was going to hook up with there. So yeah, again, always be careful wherever you are, especially in a new area. And like again, you're accustomed about one area, then you go to a new area, and it might not be the same environment. Bob. I don't think Bob's married. There we go. She was still here, so. Okay. That's what I was asking you about. Good for you, Captain Billy Jack. Again, it's good to go out and to different places, just like what Big E was telling me, and try and explore and find out where you are compatible with. I'm not talking about with women. I'm talking about with your environment. Because people might think Thailand is the best place. Some people might think Kuala Lumpur is a good place. Some people think the Philippines is the best place. And why would you want to leave? Am I afraid about going back to the Philippines? No. Am I cautious? Yes. Because you never know, and you never know that there are a lot of tattletale people out there that so like I said, you always got to be careful when you tell people something, you suggest something to people, because again, people will go out of their way to put a speed bump in your direction. So again, be careful what you broadcast to. Captain Billy Jack, keep your money in your pocket. Just go to the local wet market. If you are looking for how about going to church? Graham, going to the church is you can meet a lot of good girls there. Going to the mall. So I never going to the wet market. There's especially in the fish area. Some people might not. Now, if you go there early in the morning and do your shopping, then it's good. But if you do it late in the afternoon or late in the evening, then the smell can be overwhelming. And and sometimes they don't put ice on things. And again, there's a lot of things out there. Get 2,500 pesos. Now she makes 1,500 a week in Australia. Oh, you're talking about dollars? Yeah. Yes, going to the church. Captain Billy Jack. Hey, I was just saying, because again, a lot of good girls are religious in the Philippines, and they put religion high up there, and so yeah. Smash that like button, you guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope things are working out good for you. How you doing, Steve? You're still with us. Captain Billy Jack is with us. Graham just joined us. Bob Cooper was here, and sometimes it's hard to get back in. Okay, I understand. Okay, talking out loud. All right, Bob, let's try it again.
Hey man,
How,
I had to switch it up, man. I went from the laptop to my phone, so bunch of shit. That echo is driving me nuts, man.
I is there still an echo, or did it go away?
Nope, it went away. It must be on my laptop. It must be hot.
Oh, but you can also get both an echo on your computer and from your phone, and you got to turn one of them off. You can't use
Well,
both because
I couldn't figure that
the
out. You
echo
know me.
is speaker.
I'm not you. I can't do that. You know.
Well, you just gotta try. Don't give up. Try,
Everyone,
try.
see and hear me. Oh boy.
Got Big E in the house. Oh, Big E. Thank you for coming out.
Howdy.
Well, there's the man of the hour. What the fuck, brother?
How's it going?
It's going good, man. I'm enjoying my last 2 minutes of life. You know, I drank a little rum tonight before I took my pills, so I'll take my pills before bed, Daddy.
What kind of pills are you talking about, Bob?
Oh my god, I got so many pills, dude. It's sick, man. You know,
Well,
I got
when you run out,
baclofen, I got
try to
meloxicam, I got inhalers, I got
when you're back
needles.
joint.
Yeah, I tripped and fell the other day and hurt myself. No, actually, I was laying there and I was riding me and fucking she pulled a bone or something in my back, man.
Oh,
Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah.
ah,
It doesn't
you had
just
to go
hurt
to
on my left side, it hurts on my right side now. That girl jumped up and down on me. She must have weighed, I'd say, in pounds, I'd say maybe 82 pounds. Man, she did a little tiny thing, man. She's got little
Okay.
tiny nipples. Oh my God,
What the
man.
hell?
You fall in love with
Bob, fuck me.
that. Hey, man, add a shot of rum, man, and you can get almost anything out of me. Mm.
Well, too much
Yeah.
information, Bob.
I know. Sometimes it is, man. Yeah, I
No,
left
that's
my
what I
house
just said.
unlocked. I left my house unlocked today, and I went downtown. I went down to the grotto. I was looking for another dog, man, and
Why?
uh,
You got
well,
three
because
dogs, don't you?
well, the Molinos, he's coming on the 4th, man. The canine Molinos, the top dog, military dog at order, and
Okay.
yeah, I ordered it. Yeah, this is my bathroom in here, man. It's like brand new, pretty nice. And it's got a real toilet and everything. Oh, man.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I got a brand new toilet to sit on. Oh shit! You gotta fucking these toilet seats, man. They have in the Philippines. If you have a toilet seat on your toilet, damn it, that goes in here. Oh shit. Okay,
Are
I'm good
you
to
are
go
you in the
now.
bathroom?
Yeah, I'm talking to you in the dark, man, 'cause my eyes are burning, man. My eyes hurt me so bad with this lighting system I got in the house. It's like neon,
Oh,
man. It really hurts
well,
my
turn off
eyeballs.
some of the lights.
Well, that's what I did. I'm in here dropping a deuce.
So,
Because I
Biggie,
love
how
you,
you doing, my
Calvin.
friend?
I love you, man. I love you,
Okay.
Big E. I love you, man.
Drop a
What?
double deuce in my honor.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, deuce for you,
They're
brother.
saying you love me when you're taking a dump. Not very.
Well, no, I'm not really taking a dump. I'm just sitting on a wet toilet seat, man. It's kind of comfortable. But what I was telling you about these toilet seats in the Philippines, oh my God, I ate some hot shit like you eat all the time. Thailand food. Oh my
Yeah.
God, my guts are burning me, man. I don't normally eat pepper or salt or any of that stuff, but I lost 110 pounds in 40 days.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah, but you
110
also
pounds.
you was also taking that magenta, right? Oh, that weight loss shot.
No, no, just the sweat, man. Sweating here 24/7.
No, I'm talking about when you was in California.
Oh, yeah, I tried that Ozempic. That made me sick as a dog, man. I had to stop.
Yeah, Frank was telling everybody that it has different side effects, and I was telling people that it works different for different people. So again,
Yeah,
what worked for me might not work for you.
yeah, exactly, man. It was, yeah, it made my guts feel shitty because they had a little tiny needle. So I stuck my insulin needle on there. They fit about the same. And, I like the insulin needle because it's only like an inch long. It's not like a quarter inch long, a baby needle. Yeah. I like needles, now.
I
And
don't like
Kevin,
those.
where you at?
I had to use a lot of them.
Where you at?
Where? What do you mean? Where am I at?
Where are you at in Thailand?
Oh, I'm in. I was up in Chiang Mai, and now I am down in Pattaya. An hour
Oh,
out of
Texas.
Bangkok. An hour and 15 minutes out of Bangkok.
So how much is a penthouse suite at a hotel there, Biggie?
In where?
Wherever Kevin is at.
Um, if you go to I don't know about a penthouse, but I've stayed at the Hilton there before. It's about typical, $100 to $150 a night,
Okay, that's not bad.
right on the water too, which is right
Yeah,
next to the ocean.
yeah, right
Oh,
across the
okay.
street. Right across the street.
But they
They
have
got
all
a
So
kinds of
buffet.
hotels
Good
there.
food
I mean,
there. I just had lunch over there. They had a
Oh, okay.
lunch buffet. Every day they have a different menu for buffet, like a different theme.
Oh, hmm. Yeah, Nicolas Cage, he was over in Bangkok like last week. And I said, hey man, why don't you come to the Philippines, man? I got a spare house, spare room. Nobody knows who you are, and they just he's just like, well, I could meet you at the airport, at Manila airport and have lunch with you. And then I have to fly out. But
Now you guys know. I mean, there's so many people out there that know celebrities. I don't know anybody except John C.
well, I know a lot of celebrities, and the reason why they like me is because I'm broke. Like Big E, broke is a joke.
Broke.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah, and they like poor people, then they stay rich. no,
That's the key.
I'm serious, man. I met Nicolas Cage just going down the street. He was over there in Las Vegas, and I said, "Hey, I know that car. I know that guy." And it's like I
Yeah, you
jumped
told
out
me
in front of him with my
that.
cane. He stopped his car, and we got to chit chatting, and that's where he lives, it's in Vegas. So yeah, I went there before I came out here. Yeah, I see my picture's not on your bus, Kevin.
I didn't. This is somebody else's masterpiece. I didn't make it. I'm just using it.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I looked on there to see if my picture was on there, but no.
Well, some of these
Yeah.
people I don't even know who they are. So,
Oh. So what do you think
so
about that, Biggie?
Oh, I love it. I'm thrilled I'm not on the bus.
Oh yeah.
I thought I would have been on the end, like on a roller skates with a rope or something. But
Well, they could put me under the bus.
well,
Um,
I
there's a
mean,
lot of people out there
if
that would
I
do
could have been
that.
on the top with the luggage, like the Partridge Family, but
Oh yeah,
oh
yeah.
I was left
yeah.
off.
I remember that bus. That psychedelic
Oh
looking car.
yeah. Well, I'm trying to stay away from the girls too. My little puppy girls. They're out there looking for me in the living room. So, and they don't like coming in the bathroom because it's wet in here all the time.
Wow.
Seems like it's wet in here all the time. And I tell all my visitors, please leave your shoes on because the tile floors here are so slippery. Man, I slipped and I broke 2 ribs. Trying
Oh,
right next, uh, right on the
yeah. No, I just
staircase.
said
Man.
you already got hurt.
Yeah, I slipped and fell and right turned around. There was 3 concrete steps right there before the wooden steps to go up to second floor. And man, I hit that so hard, man. I kind of bounced off. Thank God I'm still fat. Uh, I looked on my body. I took a picture of myself, my full body. It was like this. I'll send you the window frame of this building. It's got like a reflective glass, and I took a picture of myself.
Okay.
Looking at this cool
I
ass
can
building.
tell.
Um, uh, the house that I'm gonna rent next door for $9K a month. It's only $180 a month for the house. Uh, my Molinos, my canine Molinos, they could crawl up an 18-foot wall, just straight up. But then when they get up to the top, they have nowhere to go. Then they jump and they expect you to catch them. I seen a video on that, and that's cool. But my wall's only 6 feet tall, but it's got steel spikes up on top. And
Yeah, well, you
so
don't want to harpoon your dog, so don't encourage the dog to scale the wall because it's gonna get harpooned by those spikes.
yeah, well, I'm gonna take care of that. 2 months' time, I told the people, I said, just take all your stuff out of that house and I'll take it the way it is. They were trying to remodel it and they're using this paper thin plywood, to make walls inside the house. And I said, no, no, no.
Fiberboard?
Yeah, like a particle board type of stuff, and they prime it and then they put a white paint on it. And I told them, I said, let me remodel it. I'll put 100K in the bathroom. I'll stick
Well,
100K on the
tell them
staircase.
that trade for rent, like to remodel. I mean, don't pay rent and remodel it because you're just doing them a favor.
Oh no, I'm doing myself a favor. I'm gonna buy it next year. We got a contract going.
Okay.
And it's going through my 3 attorneys.
English, and the paperwork is in English that you can understand and everything.
Yeah, I got 3 attorneys here in San Jose Del Monte that's drawn up the contract for the house. It's a fixer-upper. They want 2.5 million pesos. It's only worth probably, I'd say, 1.7 mil right now. They seen me and they jacked the peso up, of course,
Yeah.
And original owners, they're in Ireland. And I asked the rental agent if they were white, and they are. So the price went up. White against white. I don't know what that's all about, but I figure for $50,000, that's pretty cheap, Kevin. For a house.
Yeah, but you need to have it in a Pinoy's name, and you can't own a house.
I got that girlfriend in Del Sur, Davao, and she's gonna come here in the next month or two. And I told her about the house next door, and I said, you help me rebuild it, it's yours.
Where are you, Bob?
Oh, I'm in San Jose Del Monte City, a few hours north of Manila.
Oh, okay.
North, going past Angela City, right?
Bullican.
Bulacan, yeah. Okay. That's where the new airport's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice, man. Like I told everybody, I want to buy a helicopter, man. I was a co-pilot in a helicopter one time, and the guy said, "You take the reign," and I said, "Well, yeah, I don't think so, man. It looks complicated, man. There's a lot of dials in those things. You really got to know what you're doing, and I can't feel my feet, and that's how you run it." So,
yeah, there's a lot of pedals you got to use.
Yeah, a lot of pedals and shit.
Joystick.
Yeah, there's just a lot of switches and gadgets and lights.
I've flown in a lot of helicopters with my work.
Yeah, I want to, I got a good friend. His name's Dave, and he just bought a Hilo. I think it was last year, one of those special off ones, the Black Hawk. And so he said you can get away with doing it yourself, but you got to have a specialist that can sit next to you and run all the other specs inside the Hilo.
Yeah, like a co-pilot.
Yeah, like a co-pilot. So when I was there as a co-pilot, I was watching him run all that. He says, it takes about 5 years to know everything about these helicopters. And I'm like, 5 years?
The helicopter is the most difficult flying to do out of all the aircraft. The helicopter is the most hard to learn.
Yeah, he said to me, you got to have about 2,000 hours before you could actually run it by yourself. But you don't have a swivel seat. You don't have a seat that goes from left to right. to run it yourself because it's big. Carries like 12 people. Carries like you could lift a standard SUV off the ground all by itself with that helicopter. Um, I'm not going to use it for that purpose, though. I like the single idea, but I want somebody else with me, so in case I pass out, um, because my equilibrium in my brain is so messed up from all these government drugs, and like I
Yeah,
said,
that's why I
I'm proud
wean
of.
myself off of it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm proud of you, Kevin, for being able to do that. Um,
Well, you gonna too, Mubin. You get out off of taking all your medication. Don't re up and see how good you can function without it. People say I
yeah,
am doing a good job without my taking meds.
my insulin pen's like 1,500 pesos each here, and that's just another reason why I want to drop all this weight. I go outside, I get to work in with a shovel and stuff, and I'll just dig a hole for the hell of it and then fill it back in. That's my exercise. You know,
Huh.
um, I'm digging
Bob,
a ditch for no reason.
Bob,
Just,
you should look at this video later. You look like you're in the witness protection program or something.
oh, really? Where?
There's just
Yeah,
a silhouette of you. It's
Oh,
surreal, and there's like
I was
eyes
gonna
like a
say
well,
that
it's because
cat.
I
too.
got the door open, man. I got the door open for a little light. You know.
It's like you have.
Hmm.
It's like a cat. Your eyes will glare up once in a while, but
Well, see my living room. Uh,
Okay.
And that's the stairs up there. There's my mattress. Stairs. I had to block it off because my little
Well, I thought
girl.
you were gonna get up and show us.
Oh no, I can't just do that just yet, man. I've been on this toilet for how long now? Uh,
10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
yeah, I'll be done pooping here in about 20 more minutes. So,
My God.
uh, I'm going to tell you all right now. I'm going to tell you point blank. The reason why I turned vegan is because between all the heat here and all the sweating I do in the daytime and eating all those vegetables, I can feel something on my inner body that's making me feel good. You know, it's like I'm being blessed by the Lord to shed all this weight off my body so that I can beat the diabetes. And that's why I'm here. Actually, in
Well,
Philippines, I researched it, so.
I tell people I don't have diabetes and type 2 diabetes, and they swear up and down that I do have it, but I don't have it.
and they swear up and
Well,
down that you had your feet cut off too.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. They definitely said that because of the
Well,
diabetes, right?
Yep,
well, the
that's one wing nut.
diabetes, y'all, is nothing to mess with. I'll tell you that right
No,
now.
no, no. I'm not laughing at that part. I'm just laughing at the person that pre-diagnosed my conditions.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, my doctor in California said,
Very
"Hey,
funny.
Bob, you could probably save your feet because I have neuropathy from my kneecaps down on both legs, and I can't feel my toes. So when I trip over something, I break my toes and not even feel it. And I broke both my ankles last week when I tripped and fell, and I didn't feel it. And
Did
even
you
when I
break
stood
or did
up
you
and
get
stuff,
sprained? There's a difference.
yeah, I think I broke my left one because it turned all purple and shit. And my right one, it was slightly sprained. I could
And did you go to
hobble
the
along.
doctor and x-rays and everything?
No, I know all about that, man. I broke my legs, my hip, my head, all my life. I mean, dangerous jobs and stuff. Yes, that's a story, and I'm sticking to it, Steve. You know, I mean, I'm not telling no bullshit story. You know, I mean, I do kind of do that once in a while. You know, to make myself convinced
You gotta
that
be
I
careful.
messed up. You know, I messed up. I got PTSD so bad, man. I don't remember yesterday, Kevin. You know,
Well, be careful.
well, if you had
Is there a
if you
doctor's
had,
office or a hospital close by where you're at, or do you have to travel to get to one?
well, I don't want to go to the hospital, man. They'll lock
Or
me
do you
up,
know?
throw away the key. I don't want that, man. I got too much
Well, I'm not talking about
responsibility
the
here.
crazy hospital. I'm just talking about the.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably so. And I don't like this bathroom, man. It's claustrophobic, you know.
Well, be careful, buddy.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm
Be
just
careful
living
what you
life
do.
like I should, you know. I'm not a whoremonger like you, Kevin. You know, um, first time I ever cheated on anybody, I cheated on Esther with my yaya, and she wanted to hook me up with another chick, and I'm like,
Well,
oh,
you're not
okay,
cheating
Esther,
because
that's
you
really
already
gonna
broke up
feel
with.
good, you know. Well, I got those two bedrooms upstairs nobody lives in, you know, and I told Esther, you take the one with the locking door. So whenever my PTSD kicks in and I go upstairs, I can't get in there. You know, please go deadbolt that motherfucker when you're asleep, please. You know, because I blacking out and I can't remember what happens. You know, it really sucks to be able to drive
Well,
down the
Bob, it sounds
street.
like you need a caregiver
Huh?
to be. Well, to be truthful, it sounds like you need like a caregiver to give you a hand from time to time.
Yeah, that's why I got this. Yeah, yeah. But she fell in love with me. I don't know why, dude. It has nothing to do with money. And it's like these freaking Filipinas here in the Philippines got like 4 or 5 boyfriends, man. They could just go from one to the other one. It's like Big E knows all about that, you know, right?
Well, I have my harem. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a harem of women, man. So that's what I'm saying. You know, you must have a big cock, man, to keep them all happy. You know?
Well, I don't
Yeah.
like to boast, but that's what I've been told.
Yeah, well, fucking, I wish I had a big dick like you. At least, fucking, I got a big, giant, fucking long tongue. That's all I need.
They like that
Oh
more
my
than the big
God.
dick, though.
Fuck yeah, man. I hit that G spot every time. They come within 3 seconds, man.
Oh,
Fuck
Bob.
yeah. If you can't make them come, man, there's something wrong with you.
Amen, brother.
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna try and stand up. I'll shut the door so you don't see, but oh, that's what stuck to that seat. I got this.
I
Got
don't
this.
want to introduce you to the harem if you can make them come in 3 seconds. That they'll leave me
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
might be replaced
Oh
for
yeah, believe me,
see?
It
that's
takes
for
me
sure.
3 minutes.
Oh man, woo! That cold water hit the ass. Oh, but I got this
Bob and the
hose thing
horse
stuck on
tongue.
the wall, man. It was good.
I got a girl, just not like Bob does.
Well, fucking that stunk, man. Man, there's a turd stuck on the toilet seat now.
Oh my.
There's Bob Cooper, then there's everybody else.
I'm sorry, man, but I have no filter. I have no filter, people, you know.
That's
And
why
did
we
I?
love you, man. That's why
Yeah, I
everybody
love
loves
you,
you because you
man.
have no filter. We love that.
No filter. My dad told me that too before he died. He said, son, you have no filter at all.
You're not going to
No.
show us the poop, are you? I hope.
I hope not.
Woo,
God,
heck
please.
it's
Don't
so
encourage him.
Kevin.
Bob, don't do nothing.
Have at least that filter
Holy
available.
fuck, man! I feel 10 pounds lighter. I bet it weighed 30 pounds, man. That turd. Phew. Hey, baby, what you doing, honey? Hey, get my little white girl. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I gotta run.
Yeah.
Hey, Biggie.
Nice talking to you, Bob.
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna, maybe not. I was gonna
Oh,
mention to
feels
Biggie
so much
about
more.
his
My,
cameras that he's using. Very nice,
oh,
very good footage.
oh. Yeah, well, fucking, I got my little darling right here at my foot of the bed. My little baby girl. Hi, baby. She's so cute, Kevin. She only weighs about a pound. Yeah, she a
Well,
good girl.
you could use that for your toilet paper, I guess.
Fuck yeah, I
Dip it
could
in the
have, you
water
know.
and wipe your ass.
Yeah, but fucking, I don't poop except once a week, Kevin. So
Oh
you just
my,
imagine.
Bob,
Well, you know,
you ought to try to
vegetables.
do it at least once a day. You know.
Well, I try, man, but fucking, I take 10 showers a day, man. Uh, and, yeah. And she just went to sleep, man. She's my little baby, though. She's my little girl. She has to fight everybody else for her food. She's the one that
Uh,
attracted me to her because she was in the cage and she got pulled from her mother about 2 weeks too early. And so she's a runt, you know. And I paid probably 3 times too much for all three of the dogs, but for $100, man, for the love that they give me, it's well worth it, you know. Uh, yeah, she just makes me feel proud, and I give her sardines every day, whole can of sardines, and then she shits all over the floor, and I just break out the hose. Now I know why they got tile floors. You just come in the house with your hose and you clean the floors, man. That's what I do. Yeah, that's right, huh, baby? Oh, yeah.
thanks for sharing that, Bob.
Oh, yeah,
So,
puppy
Bob,
breath is
are you
something
planning?
else, man.
Are you planning on coming to Thailand or
Yeah, I want
what
to,
are your
but
plans?
I want to wait till my girlfriend gets here from Davao and show her around here a little bit, tell her what to do and how to do it. And man, some of these Panays, man, you talk to them and they don't even know what the fuck they're doing on Earth, man. They just
Well,
that dumb.
use Google Translator. That works.
Yeah, well, that's what the Yaya did. She went to the Google Translator and she went and then it said what exactly she said, you know. But I don't
Huh.
have time to figure that out. I mean, I got like
Well,
30 celebrities I talk to every day. Just waiting for one of them to be close enough to go see, you know, because
okay.
they're doing movies all the way around the world, you know. And I think they're gonna. Nicolas Cage was talking about doing a movie over in Bangkok. Then that would be cool. Then we
Well,
both can go over there and see him, you know.
yeah.
Oh man, my guts feel so much better. Thanks, Kevin. Man, that was wonderful. Yeah, that was
I'm
wonderful.
glad you're
Where's
happy.
Big Ego?
He probably had to go to the bathroom too, but he didn't want it shared. Maybe.
Oh, because he's got a filter. Yeah.
Well, he probably
Mhm.
have. Yeah. Well, Bob,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get ready to get off.
So I'm gonna check on Bama in the morning. I took today off.
Okay.
First day I took off in 40 since May 16th. And like I said, man, I'll go dig a hole 3, 4, 5 feet deep in this clay is mud mound here. And then I'll have about 2 tons of dirt sitting on the sidewalk. And then I'll fill back the hole. And and man, I was sweating all day long. I must lose 10 pounds a day doing that, man.
Well,
Uh,
drink water.
Yeah, I do, man. I drink about 4 gallons of mineral water every day. And I want to run something by you. It's called the Sweat Shop. That's actually what I want to build the other house up to be.
Like a
Talk
sauna.
to, yeah, like a sauna. Just inside the house, man. It's as hot as shit in here. Well, the walls are 16 inches thick, and concrete, glass, and steel cage. You can see the cage. See the sorry store across the street over
Yeah.
there. Yeah, they're good people. They treat me very well. Um, and they like me as the only guapo within 10 streets away.
Wow.
Have you ever heard of Jack Northrup?
Yeah. I know who he
Okay.
is.
He lives about 4 streets away from me. I met him one day, and after we sat on his furniture out there outside his house, he's like 77 years old now. And
Huh.
so he's talking chit chat with me. He says, "Oh, Esther treats you good the rest of your natural life, and this and this and that." And then I said, "Hey, dude, man, she burned me and robbed me and ripped me up and all that." And he says, "Ah, don't worry about that, man." And I said, "And then she'll do it again, man, and again, because she knows she can get away with it because she's a Pinay. And that's why I threw her shit over the fence. Uh, as she was outside the fence, she was locked out, man. And for a good reason, after she took that 200K out of the freezer for her daughter's college and all that shit, I told her it was hers. I said, "You just take all that money." And I mean, there was another 16,000 on top of the 184,000, so it made it 200K. Just a big stack of $1,000 bills in their money. And I said, "You go pay her college and all that shit and send me a receipt, you know, uh, on email." And she did. She took a picture of the contract because my daughter's at the University of Manila over there. And for nursing college, she's on her 3rd year and she has to go and be in the nursing college for 4 years before she can actually use that to benefit her mother she gets older, when Esther gets older. So I said, "Yeah, you come from Hong Kong, just come to me. We'll have a house here in San Jose Del Monte," because I seen Jack Northrup's videos for years and years and years. And I said, "I like that neighborhood. It's just really cool, because you go through a Gardens Gate and they got a big list of people that are unwelcomed." So I told the guards
I,
today,
Maximus is saying Jack Northrup died in 1981. That's when I graduated from high school.
well, you know how many Jack Northrups or how many Big Kevins are out there? How many Bob Coopers? Look in California alone, there's thousands of Bob Coopers,
Well, I know there's a lot of Kevin Hankinsons out there. There's even a black Kevin Hankinson out there.
Yeah, I
There are
seen that.
many.
I was
Yeah,
gonna tell you there's a Richard Lee Rogers that's blacker than asphalt, tar.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm doing much better today. I heard that my brother got murdered yesterday, so that's good news. Um, the reason why it's good news is because he was
You don't
a
gotta tell
sick.
nobody, Bob, 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 Bob. Nobody gotta know nothing about
Uh,
nothing.
so
Come on,
yeah, I
buddy.
know, I know, I know, man. I'm trying to hold it
Don't
back,
give
but you know
don't
what?
give people fuel to do anything. Okay, so just
Yeah,
keep
well, it
things
was
to
my
yourself sometimes.
stepbrother. He don't have my name. It was my
That's okay.
stepbrother.
That's okay.
Me and my
You
sister was
told
full
me, but
blood.
you don't need to
You know.
tell other people.
No, I ain't telling
Yeah,
nobody shit, man. You're right.
yeah. Like I said, there's people out there that's taking like writing things down, and they will use it against
Oh
you.
yeah.
So don't
Oh yeah.
don't
Well, I
say shit.
told I told the two guards at the guard gate because they have to open up the steel gate by hand. and you have to be on the list in order. You have to make a 1 month appointment ahead of time in order to come here and see me. So I told him if there's any white people, Mexicans, blacks, anybody from the States, Australia, and 450 other countries out there, if they're going to come and see me, it better be for the sweatshop and not for me. You know, because I have a nonprofit organization. It's called Trash to Treasure, and it's going to be published here pretty soon. And what I'll do with Trash to Treasures is I'm like a third owner, something like that. There'll be directors and people that run the business for me. I'm like a silent partner. Just came up with it, you know. And what it is trash on the streets, and treasures are in the rivers. And you clean the rivers and stuff. They hauled out 1.5 billion metric tons of garbage out of Manila alone this last year. Yep. And so I figure I'm far enough north that I want to work about 25 Pinoys or women straight out of prison or jail, and they're going to be guarded, and they clean the streets, man. And I'll pay them minimum wage every day. You know, so they'll make better than what they do for free in prison. You know, and that's just one nonprofit group I'm going to do. And I have a second nonprofit group. It's called Vet Tech. I want to go back through school, and I want to euthanize all these animals here in the Philippines that are sick, dying of mange, starvation, and all that. Go up to your house. You call me up a week before you want it done. I'll grab the tricycle that I own. I'll have a driver drive me. I'll be inside the sidecar with the serum, the gloves, and all that shit, and all suited up. Be specialized tricycle. You know, I come up to your door. Driver go over there and says blah 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 blah. What is Tagalog? Have the people come out with their animal. They hold it. They hand me the paw. I'll stick the needle in the paw that goes right to their heart, and they slowly just go to sleep. And that's my second nonprofit. I pay for everything. You know, it's not bad though. It's not as bad as you think. You know, I mean, I see so many caged animals here. I just want to get a tranquilizer gun and go ting, 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 and be done. But no, you have to go through a process here. With the government, you go straight to the government and you tell them, hey, this is what I want to do. They license you, give you all the permits and everything. You have to have 3 attorneys. That's why I have 3 attorneys here. And
Bob, I'm going to get off pretty soon.
Okay.
I appreciate you sharing with us.
Yeah. It's my pleasure, man. I'll talk at you all.
I'd like to thank Big E for
when
coming
I
up
can.
and hanging out with us.
Yes, sir. All right, bro.
Bob, stay healthy, buddy. Be careful.
I will, man.
Be safe
I'm
and
here
happy.
for my
I'm
puppies and you, and that's it, man. My dad, I texted my dad today. I said, hey, man, just take all my shit, throw it in a pile and burn it. You know, all my mom's pictures, dad's pictures, all my grandparents, nephews, nieces, all those pictures that I had at my dad's house, that was in my mom's house. And I went through my mother's house, and I got the gold and silver and all the stupid jewelry she had, and gave that all to my niece with all the pictures and everything, of everybody. And then I let all the tweakers come to my house around 9 a.m. in the morning. They showed up at 4. And I just let them in the house. And one girl went in my mom's room, and on my mom's door, it says, do not enter. In big red letters on a white door. It says, do not enter. Well, this tweaker girl went in there. She grabbed my sister's ashes in her urn and says, what about this container here? Are you giving it away too? And I said, you know what? Give me back my sister. You're out of here. You know,
Huh.
she didn't realize it was an urn. You know, she just thought it was cool looking. You know, but it said "Do not enter." What's that mean? Do not enter, right? So my
Well,
niece
thank you,
got my
Bob.
mother's ashes and my sister's ashes. You know, I didn't want any of that. My niece, she separated my sister into 5 uh, Ziploc bags and was handing them out like Easter candy, man. One to my older brother, one to mom, one to me, one to her, and one to her husband. You know, and I'm like, how did you separate her? And she says, well, I was in the kitchen. I laid out the 5 bags, laid out all the ashes on the cutting board, and just put them in the bags. And I had my mom's ashes all over my house.
All right,
Oh,
Bob.
I hope
You
my
have a good week, buddy.
sister doesn't come back in her house
Okay.
and she has nightmares. Well, maybe it's good that she'll have those nightmares now of her mother floating around her house. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
just thought
I'll
I'd
talk to you later,
mention that.
Bob.
You know.
Yep.
All
All
right,
right,
bro.
buddy.
Cat
All
for
right,
life,
but
bro.
have a good week. Be careful. Be safe. Boy. Yeah, be careful out there, Bob. Definitely be careful. You are. That's why you do need to have a caregiver, just to, if something does happen to you. You already said you fell like 2 or 3 times. You got to be careful and yeah, just take care of yourself, my friend. Thank you guys for coming out. Thanks for hanging out with us here in the bullpen. Have a good week. Have a good 4th of July coming up. I'll probably have a show on the 4th of July. Not I gotta look at the calendar to see what that is, what day that falls on. I think the first is on a Tuesday, right? The fourth is on a Friday. Okay. Well, you guys, thank you guys for coming out. Definitely gotta be careful whatever you do. Captain Billy Jack, have a good time wherever you're at. Be safe. Be careful. Definitely be careful where you're at. Well, I got a machine for the button, but let me see. Ah, here it is. It's the bullshit button. Oh, you guys. Again, you guys, be careful out there. Always, always, always be careful out there. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen. And like I said, Bob said he slipped and fell going up the stairs, or was it going down the stairs? I don't think he said. But you guys got to be careful. Oh, we got $5 super chat. Thank you guys. Oh, uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. For what kind of lessons? I missed that. Okay. Yeah, Bob. Thank you, buddy, for coming out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for giving us some kind of entertainment. Always nice to be entertained. Ah, Lefty all around. How you doing, my friend? How is up north doing? How's Vancouver doing for you? Hope you guys are having good weather up there. I understand that it was burning, but I don't know where. Maybe over by New York, Canada. I don't know. You gotta be careful whatever you're doing, wherever you're doing, because again, some hospitals are not equipped for major problems. So be careful what you're doing. Bob says is that you're never I don't know, but I have heard him mention Nicolas Cage before, more than once. Um, I also heard people talk about uh, Drew Barrymore and all these other colorful people. So you could when I was young, my dad knew Rosie Greer. That's a famous football player. I was too young to know who or anything about him, but I remember my dad was going over and seeing him before. So yeah, anything is possible. Everything is possible. So I mean, like I said, everything is possible. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. Another good show. Thank you for the super chat. That's always nice. Again, Big E came on and talked to us. Our Don C came on, enlightening us and everything. So yeah, you guys, and Bob Cooper, of course, Bob Cooper. So you guys, is people making a mass exodus out of Thailand, or are they still staying here? Again, right now is off season, so people come and go during off season because off season is also rainy season. So again, um, but again, Thailand is a good place. Uh, Vietnam is a good place. Philippines is a good place. Cambodia, people say, is a good place. It depends on what is good for you, because everybody could tell you one thing, but you got to go there yourself and experience it. And I was glad that Big E mentioned to go check out Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam is a very colorful, interesting place. Um, when you do go to these countries, check your visa status when you're at immigration at the airport and they're stamping you. Makes you take a good look. I didn't do because I assumed that I have a 3-month visa in Vietnam. And no, I had a 2-week overstay because I didn't look at the visa carefully and they only gave me a 2-month visa. But I applied for a 3-month visa. So again, always take a double look and make sure everything is correct. I'm just glad that I had quite a bit of money at that moment, and I could take care of the fine, no problem. I had to stay an extra week, but I was at my hotel. I checked out. I was at the airport, and then they told me that I overstayed for 2 weeks, and yeah, that was very enlightening to me, and I didn't really enjoy that because I know what it's like to overstay, and I did not intentionally overstay. So again, you just got to be careful about what you're doing and pay attention to the your time where you're at. Yeah. And is Thailand the good place for you? Is the Philippines a good place? Is Vietnam, Malaysia, you know, it's always good, just like what Big E said, and just like what Captain Billy Jack says, try different places and see what is good for you. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good 4th of July. Eat, drink, and be merry. But tomorrow, you don't know what's going to happen. So live life to the fullest. Somebody mentioned that I don't have any teeth in my mouth. I do got teeth. I don't have top teeth, but I do got bottom teeth. So good thing he didn't make a bet with me because I would have won the bet. But he's saying, Kevin don't have any teeth. I do got teeth. But yeah, you guys, only entertainment purposes only, of course. Are you still on all those heavy? Oh no, man! I've been off for like over 6 months. I only had like a 90-day supply of meds that I brought with me, and now I went cold turkey, and I don't have no high blood pressure. I mean anything, but my doctor gave me a whole bunch of pills. That meloxicam is good for your joints. It's like a painkiller, and for my knees. You know that I could use all the time because I am in constant pain with my legs, and my lower back where my tailbone is. I was in an accident a long time ago, but my other medicines, I sometimes the doctor overprescribes medicines, and maybe you need them, maybe you don't. I had real expensive government medicine, and that really like zombie-tized me. So yeah, you guys. But again, only your doctor, if you run out of your medicines, it's good to go to the doctor and have a physical and have them check your heart rate, your blood pressure, and all these other things, and see if you are no longer dependent on medicines. But don't you be the judge and say, I don't need this no more. I don't need this no more, and then find out that you do need it. No, he tried though. Yeah. I apologize about that, Big E. All right, you guys. Thank you guys again for coming up and hanging out with us. Smash that like button if you haven't. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll talk to you guys in a couple of days. Talk to you all later.